Hi BookTube, my name's Nadine, welcome to my channel. Today we are here because I've made a list. So this is 23 books that I most want to get to in 2023. This is kind of a mix of standalones, a series I want to start, a series I want to continue, and I've tried to concentrate on things that I've had for a long time and not gotten around to. Obviously I'm still doing the reading challenge, 100 books before I can buy any more. So yeah, I've very much focused on the books that I've got in my collection. There is no new releases in here or anything like that. So yeah, this is my list. So first, I really have been looking forward to starting the Expanse series. So that starts with Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey. And this has been described to me as like pirates in space, which is just totally my kind of thing. And I've not heard anybody say anything negative about this series at all. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to starting this. I've got this one, I've got another one that's a little further along in the series, so we'll see how it goes. And I really want to watch the TV series as well because that looks amazing. So yeah, Leviathan Wakes. Number 2. Yes, another fantasy, well, a fantasy series that has been recommended over and over and over again is the Malazan series by Steven Erikson, and that starts with Gardens of the Moon. I think I've already picked up like 3 or 4 books in this series. But yeah, this is the first one. I don't actually really know what it's about, except everybody says that it's fantastic, so I really want to read that. Number 3, The Land by Mildred D. Taylor. So I've had this for a number of years on my shelf. I bought this after reading Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry, which was just fantastic. And then I found out that it actually sits in a sort of series. I don't think it follows the same characters, or it follows like her ancestors. I'm not sure. But yeah, I really wanted to read more by Mildred Taylor, and so in a rush of excitement, as soon as I'd finished Roll of Thunder, I bought this and then promptly forgot about it. So yeah, that one. Number 4, I want to continue with my Discworld reread. I have read every book in the Discworld series a couple of times probably, but yeah, I really am in the mood to reread them again. I was bought some lovely editions. So I think this is the second one in the series, The Light Fantastic. Yeah, Discworld, you can't go wrong with Discworld. I love Discworld so much. It's like a second home. Number 5, I mentioned this in one of my recent videos. I really want to read the books by Kathy Reichs. I watched the first season of Bones and I really enjoyed it, and I think I bought about 13 of the books, which is ridiculous to do. I know, terrible consumerism right there. But yeah, I really want to read the books. I don't think they're called a Bone series on here. I think it's just like Temperance Brennan series or something like that. But yes, I'm looking forward to that. A bit of crime fiction. And then another author I've been meaning to get to for so long, and everybody just loves. I want to get into a bit of Brando Sando. So I have the Mistborn series here, Mistborn trilogy. So that's The Final Empire, The Well of Ascension, and The Hero of Ages. I've also got the Stormlight archives. So fingers crossed I like him as much as everybody else does, because, you know, I've already got 5 of the books. But yeah, everybody says that like the world building and the magic systems and everything in his work is fantastic, and that the stories are fantastic, so I'm expecting it to be fantastic. Next, I can't find it, but I know I've got it. I've talked about this several times. Gone with the Wind. This has got to be the year. I've had that book on my shelf for 20 years. I love the film. I grew up watching the film. I'm not that old, but it used to be on TV a lot, like bank holidays and stuff when I was a kid. And so, yeah, I really want to read the book. And why haven't I read the book? I've kind of decided though, because I've had it for so long, if I don't finish it this year, it's going. I need the space on my shelves. My shelves are bursting at the seams. I need the space for things I'm actually going to read. So yeah, this is the year of Gone with the Wind. Number 8 is another book I've tried to start a few times and then I just sideline it for other things, and it's wrong to, and that is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I've read a few Dickens and I've enjoyed them, and so yeah, I really want to carry on. I've got a few unread Dickens on my shelves, and so yeah, this is a good place to start. If I get time as well, I'd quite like to read Bleak House this year also, but my focus is Great Expectations. Number 9, I don't have any to hand. Oh, I do have some to hand because I have 100,000 of them. I want to start rereading P.G. Wodehouse. So I read a ton of Wodehouse back in my late teens, early 20s, and I love them. They're such fun books to read. If you haven't read any, I would definitely recommend. They're very English, but yeah, so much fun. So yeah, I really want to reread some Wodehouse. I think it starts with Something Fresh. I'm not sure. I'll have a look and I'll put a picture somewhere of the beginning of the series. But there's a few different series. So there's like Blandings Castle series and Jeeves and Wooster. Yeah, and I've got Jeeves and Wooster DVDs somewhere as well with Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie. They're good fun also. Yes, P.G. Wodehouse. Number 10, I want to continue with the Sookie Stackhouse books by Charlaine Harris. So I'm reading this one at the moment, and yeah, it's fun. I didn't realise that I'd only read 3 of them and then just forgot. So yeah, the Sookie Stackhouse books. They are light and fluffy and fun. And number 11 is another series I want to continue with, and that is Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. So I made this list and I read Full Moon after I made this list, which is the second book in the series. But because we're right at the start of the year, I'm sure I can carry on. So I've got book 3 here, and that's Grave Peril. I think I've got about 8 books in the series, so plenty to keep me going, and I really enjoyed reading Full Moon, and so I'm really looking forward to continuing. I was kind of undecided after the first book whether it was a series I could really get into, but yeah, the feel of it definitely improved for the second one. I couldn't put it down, and it turns out Harry Dresden's he's an amazing date for an evening, so yeah, good fun. Number 12, another book that I have tried and tried. Every year it goes on my TBR and every year I fail, so this has to be the year for Middlemarch also. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I know I'm going to love this, and I just need to read it. I just need to get on with it and actually do it. So yeah, Middlemarch by George Eliot. Then again, I can't find it. Last time I saw it, it was there. But I've obviously moved it in my wisdom. But that is, I want to continue with the series John Carter of Mars. I won that in a giveaway from Michael K. Vaughan. I read the first one and I enjoyed it, and I want to continue with the series. But yeah, I have put it somewhere. Probably in one of the many TBR piles that I've made at some point and then not got around to. So it will be around somewhere. John Carter of Mars. At number 4, I want to read some Dennis Wheatley. The Devil Rides Out is the one that I've selected, is the one that I definitely want to get to this year. But again, I've got a load of Dennis Wheatley books. I read a few in the past, a long time ago, and then I decided I was really, really in the mood for Dennis Wheatley, and so I bought a huge lot of these editions from eBay and put them on the shelf and didn't pick them up again. So Devil Rides Out, which was made into a fantastic Hammer film starring Christopher Lee. It was wonderful, wonderful in everything. And then I want to start, again in a rush of excitement, I bought this and didn't read it. I want to start this series, The Wheel of Time, Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. Again, I don't actually know what it's about, to be honest. But then when the Amazon series was coming out, it was like, oh, I must read them all, and so I bought this and then didn't read them all. So yeah, that I want to get to this year. I know exactly what's putting me off picking this up though. It is huge and they all look huge. So yeah, but it doesn't matter as long as it's, you know, really enjoyable, then that's fine. Next, so we are on number 16, Frenchman's Creek by Daphne du Maurier. I've read Rebecca and what else did I read? Castle d'Or, and I can't remember. Oh, Jamaica Inn, that's fantastic. So I want to continue with my Daphne du Maurier adventure with Frenchman's Creek. Next, number 17, series I want to continue with, and that is Robin Hobb, like everything written by Robin Hobb. So I read the first book in the Farseer trilogy last year, and I want to continue with the series. I think it's going to be something wonderful. So yeah, next book to read is Royal Assassin. I have the final book in that trilogy, and I've got a few of the others because they're obviously all of the series are interwoven. So I do have a few of the others to go to as well afterwards. So yeah, Royal Assassin. And we're getting there, guys, I promise. Number 18. So this was on my classics video, 10 classics I've still yet to read, and a few people said that I need to put this to the top of my list because it's brilliant. So that is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. So yeah, I listened. You spoke, I listened. This is at the top of my list. And next, 19, Far From the Madding Crowd. Again, it's one that keeps getting put on my monthly TBRs and one that keeps getting, you know, put off until another month. So yeah, Far From the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy, I really want to get to. So now, these ones are ones that I either couldn't find or are on my Kindle. So number 20, I want to read more Oscar Wilde. I do have the complete works. I suspect I've packed them away. I'm planning on reading The Floor in this room soon, so I've started putting some things away. I suspect that's something that's been boxed up. But yes, some more Oscar Wilde would be amazing. 21, Dune by Frank Herbert. It's one of my favourite films, the original Dune. I've yet to watch the remake. I haven't read the books. So yeah, Dune, I have that on my Kindle. I did buy a collector's edition, but my dogs chewed it up. So yeah, Dune. 22. This is one that I was sent by the publishers by ebook because I loved this author's first book so much, and I raved about it, and I still recommend it to this day. The publishers sent me an email and said, hey, she's got another book coming out, would you like it? And I was like, yes please. So it is Are You Happy Now by Hannah Jameson. So Hannah Jameson wrote The Last, which I absolutely loved, which was like a post-apocalyptic novel set just during like the aftermath of these nuclear bombs going off, and it's all set in like a Swiss hotel, and just how people are surviving. I really, really loved it. And so Are You Happy Now? I did read the synopsis for this. What was it about? So I think it was like all of a sudden people all over the world just kind of sit down and just don't get up. Like they're alive, but they just don't bother anymore. But yeah, it sounded like an interesting concept. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. And then finally, number 23 is Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. He's another author that I've actually got quite a few books by him now, and I've still not read any of them. So I really want to read Children of Time, and hopefully some more as well, because I do think I'm probably going to like his work. So yeah, that is it. My 23 books that I really want to get to in 2023. Do let me know if you've read any of these, which ones you would bump up the list, which one shall I get to first. I'm excited about all of them, and I think that tends to be where I go wrong a lot of the time when I'm making my TBRs, is I get really excited about everything that I want to read, and I want to read everything immediately, and obviously that's just not possible. But yeah, those are my selections for this year, and that's all. So I'll speak to you guys again very soon. Bye.